G'day everyone and welcome to the first round of the ANZCRL Combined Racing League's Toyota GT86 Championship. This is our first live broadcast here on the official YouTube channel, so welcome everyone, and I hope you guys enjoy what should be a cracking race series. I'm your host in the commentary box for this championship, Saturday 15, and with me in the commentary box is Night Pegasus. How you been?
Been good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Looking forward to having a break from the racing and go and watch these guys bang and squabble and hopefully see a bit of drama and some good racing to come along with it.
Yeah, I have to say, me too. I'm a bit burnt out after V8s. Big stint in Bathurst. It's good to have a break and have a look in from the outside. So yeah, I think we'll see plenty of action from here with these cars. A bit different to drive.
Yeah, so
as you can see.
Yeah, poor Lockie 55's he's been struggling all week in that car, from what he's been telling me in his practice. So, yeah, he's not looking forward to this track.
Nasty.
We got Woody Lizard, the admin for our group, owner and whatnot. He's back in the pro lobbies now after being in the second lobby for the V8s, and he'll be looking to put in some solid, consistent drives as he always has done.
Yeah, let's hope he gets to get through all the rounds this season. Wasn't able to make all the V8s. Handicapped him a lot. He would have been right up there for a championship, I think, in Tier 2.
Oh, yeah, if it wasn't.
I certainly missed racing against him.
Yeah. Yeah, I always enjoy. Well, you always know that Woody will keep it clean, and usually no incidents will occur when racing Woody. So he's always got a good head on his shoulders, and we're looking forward to see how he goes. So of course Woody,
we got out on track.
Yeah, is Simo he's driving the number 5 Team Nitto Tyres Toyota. First series back, I think, since the IndyCar series way back in April and May. So excited to see Simo back. He's shown a fair bit of speed in those IndyCars. See if he can translate it across to these Toyotas, which comparable to the IndyCars, not a lot of downforce.
No, we just like driving a sedan on the road, wasn't it? Yeah, I haven't seen Simo, and I started in the IndyCar series. I think I managed about 3 races, and I think I finished 1. Kept getting disqualified, speeding into pits. A bit anxious I was. But yeah, his car's looking nice. It's sitting on the road well.
Yeah, well, he's first on the road at the moment, over a second clear of Taipan in second place, so that car is scooting along, and I wonder if he will even go quicker this lap by. Of course, these guys have a 15-minute practice session before we get into a quick fire 5-minute qualifying session, where they will struggle to get the tyres up to temperature, and it will really sort out who the best drivers are. Yeah, I'm still here.
I'd say he's a bit slower there.
Taipan's actually improved on his lap time. He's now in within 4/10 of Simo. Taipan, of course, is returning after missing the last, I think it was the last 4 races of the V8s. Off in holidays in Japan, brushing up on his samurai skills. So yeah, good to see Taipan.
What's he driving? He's driving the Leaf.
Yeah.
That's not electric, is it?
The Leaf.Tech racing car. Fortunately, it's still a petrol motor. I think it's a 6-cylinder. I think. Imagine 4 or 6 cylinders.
There's been rumours I think he actually went to Japan to source some parts for this car.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll give him a leg up. He's already back on the pace after a few weeks out.
He's got his car turning nicely too.
Yeah, so hopefully we get a few of these guys having a bit of issues keeping guys in the lobby at the moment. I've seen Lloyd and Darkest Unicorn just disconnecting in this session so far, so hopefully it's not going to be an issue that'll plague us throughout the night.
Yeah. Well, he slowed down. He was up on his time. He's backed off a bit, probably foxing a bit.
Always love a good
He is
fox.
he is light on fuel.
Yeah.
No, Simo had 22 litres. Uphead's got 6. Right, let's go back to see how Lockie's going.
Yeah, top 3 cars within a
Car's looking
second.
a bit
So
second hand.
it's going to be pretty close as Lockie seems to be struggling through that fast right-hand sweeper. He
Yes.
almost lost it again that time by Lockie driving the number 57 Mole Motorsport car. And yeah, as I said at the start of the
He's
broadcast,
had a period of adjustment too.
yeah,
He's gone from a controller to the wheel in the last series. So interesting to see how he goes.
yeah, well, he's actually adjusted quite quickly. I was really surprised when he was able to jump into the V8 series and straight on the pace almost straight away. So he's had a best finish of second place in the pros in the V8 series at Watkins Glen, and he'll be hoping to capture some of that form that he had in the V8s and transfer it across to these Toyotas as the 5th place right seller at the moment. Only 1.3 seconds off Simo, so I think he last raced the Bathurst 1000 partnering with RSJ, who's unfortunately unable to make it tonight, but RSJ should be racing in the rest of the series. But yeah, Rudsower in the number 117 Momo course car, as that's actually weird, 2 cars ghosting through. I think that's Lloyd behind Rudsower. But yeah, Rudsower.
Yeah. We're running different rules this series, so the drivers get to drop their 2 worst rounds. So RSJ shouldn't be affected in the standings.
Yeah, well, that'd be
around.
Yeah, it's a good move because we can be pretty busy at times, us sim racers. This is not a full-time job for us, right? So losing it through that right-hand sweeper, that's going to be the corner to watch tonight.
It is, isn't it? Just not enough front nose on these cars to get that front to stick.
The rear can't keep up either, so we could see a few moments of crashes at that corner. Poor Darkest Unicorn was disconnected again.
Who we got? We're trying to find who's following what's
Lloyd? I think that's Lloyd. Oh no, it's Dado. Ah.
Dado's on it.
He is.
He's up this lap too.
Yeah, he's currently 2.3 seconds behind Simo, so he's not quite there, but he was one of the quickest in the V8 series. And
this is interesting to watch. You don't see this in real life, but these guys are mirroring each other. Probably Dado was up half a second there.
Spoke too soon
inside another car. Yep. Following inside another car. Can't be easy. No. You've got 2 steering wheels, you've got 2 bonnets, only one line.
Well, he was on a full fuel
Okay,
dose,
who was it?
or bigger fuel load.
Was he? Here we go, here's Lloyd. Yes. I used to seeing Lloyd in a red car.
Ah. Putt around in the Saku water racing car in the V8s and threw away a race win at Watkins Glen in the V8 series. Poor pit stop, his picker decided to go home before the start of the second race, so he couldn't get his tyres changed in time, which is quite unfortunate. But he's been showing a lot of pace in this back half of the year. So, and he really fancies himself in this championship.
Whoa,
That's
there's
a
that
big
right-hander
crash.
again.
Yep.
That's a big crash. And he just stopped dead, didn't he? Okay, let's have a look at what he's been in the fence somewhere too. Yeah, there's been quite a few pit crews pack their bags. I don't know, maybe the team bosses aren't paying them enough throughout the V8s. I know that you had trouble with your crew and the tyres, and I had trouble with my crew. And they realise we don't realise how important they are in these longer races. But yeah, they decided to just throw a spanner in the works with tyres.
Well, fortunately for this series,
frustrated.
there shouldn't be too many pit stops happening, as Woody Lizard's just turned into a ghost.
Yeah. Dato's just turned off the track. What we got happening here?
Oh no.
He's disconnected.
Okay, so we're having a few issues in this lobby at the moment. I'm not sure what's going to be happening now.
Dato looks like he must be off as well.
Yeah. So that's bizarre for the host to disconnect, so there's some sort of dramas happening. We'll hope to get some clarity over what's happening to us, if we can.
I think it's called Australian Super Broadband, isn't it? NBN. I know Woody had some trouble a few weeks ago. He was struggling to hold a connection.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem sim racers have, is holding the connection in Australia.
Yeah.
Maybe one day some company will come to the party and just be dedicated to race on NBN. I'm sure they'll get. If they were to do that, they'd make a lot of money. A lot of guys just want to have a stable connection, be able to compete without that worry in the back of your mind.
So we've got about 10 seconds left in the session, so these guys will be on their last laps now. Who's that behind right side? It's looking very racy.
I think that's Simo.
Yep,
Simo.
They're already getting stuck into the hard battling, and it's only in practice. These guys are really keen.
He's on low fuel too. So he's doing a quali test run.
Yeah, sure is. They come through these fast S's now. Car's right on the edge. Oh, right, so I was lost it. I was just saying that the cars are right on the edge, and it's been enough to put poor Rotso around.
Oh, runs wide.
That'll probably invalidate his lap time, and yep, back into the pits he's gone. So we just have
lucky.
Lloyd and Dado on the track at the moment. Into the final corner Lloyd goes. Let's see if he can go fastest in this practice session. Down through the final corner and across the line.
And he
yes,
does.
He has gone fastest by a tenth. So that's a good job by Lloyd. As Dato's just parked on the side of the road still.
Yeah, Dato's still parked. He's been there for a good 5 minutes. Somebody just left the session there too.
Yeah. So here we go. Practice session is now over. So we have Colonel Lloyd in the first place position, with Simo in second place, Taipan Samurai in third place, with Lockheed 55s in fourth, Rutsoa in fifth, and Dato is now in sixth. And I've just seen that I've just become the host of this lobby, so we get
pressure's on.
Yeah, I get to control this lobby now, which is so yeah, let's get stuck into qualifying. Hopefully Woody can get back in, and same with Darkest Unicorn. Just gonna be checking, see what's happening here. Yep, Woody's rejoining, so that's good. So hopefully we can get an 8-car grid to start this, to start the race. But now we've got qualifying. 4.5 minutes left. Russell still sitting in the lane. He'll want to get going soon to try and get as many laps as he can, as it's a very short qualifying session.
Need to get out, heat those tyres up.
Yeah. Yeah, guys have really
People
struggled
adjusting fuel.
getting the tyres up to temperatures.
Let's kill that.
A bit rusty in the commentary box as well as out on the track at the moment. As I said at the Open, it's the first time that we've broadcast live on the official YouTube channel for ANZCRL Combined Racing League. So forgive us for any bugs in the system. Colonel Lloyd spins out at the top of the hill, and that's going to put him under a lot more pressure to put in that fast lap to get him on pole.
Right. The Taipan.
Yeah.
The first one through.
He showed a fair bit of pace in that practice session, so whether he can translate it across to the race is for this qualifying session rather, is this next 3 minutes will surely tell. So Woody back in the lobby,
Just
so
warming
that's
up the tyres.
That's good. Great, really. And his data coming through what looks like the S's now. He'll be gearing himself up to put the car on pole as well. He's shown a fair bit of pace at the back end of the season since coming back into the pro lobbies.
Right, try and find who's crossed the line first.
I reckon that would be close to Lloyd. Oh, Woody, no! Woody went wide at the fast right-hand corner. He's able to keep out of the wall and has since returned to the pits. Here's Simmer around in the final corner to start his flyer. I think he's the second last car on track to
second
start
last. Just bear with me.
Yeah.
I'll run through. I'll try and find first. Here we go.
Here we go. Taipan first on the road. So he'll be the first guy we see to set a relative lap time.
He's probably going to get one more lap after this.
Yeah, 1 or 2 maybe. You might be able to sneak a second if you can really hustle through. Gonna be close.
So we can see Lloyd and Lockie were the first ones to make a lap.
Yep, but of course that includes some Xing the pits as well, so their times are not representative of the pace that they've shown in practice. Here you go, Taipan. Approaching the finish line, or start finish line now. We'll see what time he can set. It'll be fastest, it's a 17.5.
17.5, that's good.
Right on the edge of going to be able to fit in 2 laps here, so he's got to really push it. Lucky second with a 1:21.1. Yeah, a bit off the pace, I think, compared to his potential. Dado in third, again, I think that is including a mistake, because a 123 is quite slow compared to what he was doing in practice.
He's up a second this lap.
Yeah, 1.5 seconds up for Lockie 5.5s. So he'll be looking to close that margin and try and get himself in the front row. Lloyd to the top.
Lloyd's just gone fastest.
1:17.524, 0.06 of a second separating the first 2 drivers. With Lloyd now on his last lap of the session, he'll be wanting to make this one count.
Who's coming across the line? Here we
Yes,
go, Simo.
He was one of the pace setters in practice, but he's only done a 1:26.1, so a bit of a mistake on that lap for Simo. As I reckon Taipan's about to cross the line now. Let's see what he does. The time's run out, and he hasn't gone faster. So you made a couple of
Is
mistakes
Dado
like
about to
that.
cross?
Here's Dado. Yep. Trying to cross the finish line. Where does he go now? I don't think he's
Improved on his time.
Oh, did he? Alrighty. A
Yeah,
120.5.
improved his time, but didn't.
Lockie
slow.
also improved his time. He's now done a 118.9. So he's put himself on the third row of the grid.
It's Woody.
Woody's into the pits, so he's going to start last in this race.
Right, so I just crossed. So the last person to bank a lap will be Simo. Here comes.
So Rightsoul into fourth now, 119.4 for Rightsoul. But here's Simo. He's the guy that can shake up this grid now. As he runs the final corner and blasts down towards the finish line. Can he improve? Still don't know.
We still
It's a
don't know the
suspense.
joys of Project
He
Cars.
did improve, but not enough. He's only been able to slot into
Not
fifth
enough.
place with a 119.4. So Colonel Lloyd is your pole sitter for round one, with Taipan Samurai
Simo made
joining
third.
him on the front row. Very close between the top two drivers, with Simo in the third place. So he's actually done a pretty good job there, Simo. I actually thought he was in fifth, but he's actually in third. So
He's actually in third, yep.
that's very close now between the top three, with Lockie in 5.5s in fourth place, Rightsoul in fifth, with Dado down in sixth, and Woody will round out the grid in last place, seventh position. So now we head to the race, very late in the day now in Sonoma. The guys are just...
Yeah, so what time is this race taking place?
I have that up, I just gotta quickly check it with my webpage on 6 o'clock in the evening. It's a 25-minute timed race in light cloud conditions. So the temperatures should be okay for racing, and it could get pretty dark at the end of the race.
So this is a time race. Our time is ticking down for some reason.
Yes, that does that in the race setup screen. So don't worry about that time. I believe that should reset itself when we go to green flag racing.
And they're just adjusting all their settings at the moment, filling up with fuel, getting their tyre temps right.
Yeah, got to make sure everything's perfect, because when things go wrong, you need to be prepared. Right,
Yes,
so
make sure you pay your pit crew.
Right, so smack bang in the middle of the grid. Dado won't be happy with his qualifying performance, and he'll be looking to charge through the field in this race. Only 7 cars for this one. Unfortunately, Darkest Unicorn couldn't stay in the lobby long enough to join us. Here we go. Get ready to start up. The cars are revving. The red lights are on. And it's green and we're underway. Lloyd gets a slow start compared to Taipan. Taipan is really rocking down. The inside goes...
And
Taipan
Simo's got a blinder.
Actually, it's Simo down the inside. I'm getting very confused because Simo has actually got off the best from third to first inside a corner. What a job by Simo to get a good jump.
Lloyd, Taipan, Rightsoul, Lockie, Dado and Woody. They're your positions.
Yep, so Rightsoul also the gainer at the start. He was able to overtake Lockie, get a good jump.
Lloyd hard on the brakes there.
So through the S's for the first time. And very close for third place. Taipan, Rightsoul and Lockie all nose to tail. And Dado's made a mistake.
Oh, we bet Dado's gone off.
He's
run wide.
trying to catch it. And he spun around, so he
Spins.
wasn't able to catch the car. Fortunately, he avoided the wall, so he'll be able to continue on. So that's Wood into 6th place. But here's your leader at the end of lap 1, Simo Racing 4. Got a brilliant jump and he's now going to be trying to pull away from Lloyd. Taipan in
What a
3rd
great start,
place.
isn't he?
And and Lockie's actually overtaken Rightsole for 4th place. So now Lockie back where he started. Oh, that's a mistake for Lockie, and he's
Went in
crashed
hard
into
on
the
brakes.
advertising board, and yeah, Rightsole now back into 4th place.
Join the leaders again.
Yeah, as
Simo and Lloyd. These two
Yeah.
are close.
very close.
He's come through. So Simo's done well for not being in the car for such a long time. He's really taken it to Lloyd. Lloyd's raced every season so far. Taipan a bit off the pace. Must have had too much sushi while in Japan. You can see the lights are starting to take over now.
Rightsole already with the penalty to start this race. We're coming through this fast right-hand sweeper that's caught a lot of drivers out in practice. Lloyd's going to have a look down the inside, is he?
He's showing the nose.
No, just showing the nose there. He's going to wait for a better opportunity to overtake. With 22 minutes in the race, there's still a long time to go.
See if we can get on board.
Yep,
Follow Lloyd.
on board with Lloyd with one of our helmet cams for this round.
If ever the throttle over that turn, it's a tricky turn uphill over at crest.
Yep, where the apex is very
And through a
blind.
dipper.
And here
This
we go,
one here,
Lloyd's got a
easy
run
to
on
lose
him.
the rear there. It's got a run.
Simo was able to balk just enough to halt Lloyd's run. But how long can Simo defend 1st place for? Lloyd put maximum pressure on Simo. He's showing the nose.
Great lines there.
Lloyd very racy at the moment. We're through the S's where Simo actually looks a lot more comfortable through the S's, I reckon. He's able to carry a lot of speed. But here we go. This dangerous fast right hand sweeper.
Oh, good run there.
Oh,
Simo had to lift, he ran wide.
yeah, and Lloyd just got caught behind the car, couldn't get across to the right hand side of the
Bit of a
track
tap.
in time. Yep. This is a good battle going on at the moment.
Yeah, something's going to happen here.
Yeah, at this point in the race, it's almost
A bit wide
when,
into
not
turn
if,
1.
when not can Lloyd get past Simo Racing. Simo's done a good job defending at the moment. Just put cars in his car in a position where Lloyd can't get a run on him. As we enter the chute for the 4th time.
Simo's missing a few apexes here.
Yeah, Simo's really struggling. Trying
There we
to
go,
push too
Lloyd
hard. There
almost
goes.
as a place.
Yep. Lloyd down the inside. And he's left room, has he? And he's got the move done. So good job for Lloyd. He's now back where he started into 1st place. And now it's Simo's turn to pile on the pressure. But it's one thing to chase a car in front, but it's another to lead the race. And these guys won't have done a whole lot of race leading so far this year, so it's a different kind of pressure. And we'll see how Lloyd handles the pressure now.
I think he'll drive away. He had better lines. While we're on board, he was hitting more apexes than Simo. Simo's a bit ragged, but maybe because he was being followed, but he should just settle down now. Get into a rhythm. That's the biggest thing. When you're leading is keep your rhythm. When someone shows you the nose or sticks it up the inside, it's enough to throw you off. Lose your rhythm, take you half a lap, sometimes a lap to get that back. But yeah, Lloyd's pulling away now. 0.3 of a second.
Oh, mistake for
Okay, we've got
Lloyd.
another battle.
Lloyd ran wide
Pushing
at
too
that
hard.
top of the
Let's
hill,
say that.
and there's Simo braking late into
back.
the chute. And Simo's now back in the lead, so just as we're saying, it's a different kind of pressure leading the race, and mistakes can often occur when you're not used to this pressure, so we could see these guys swapping back and forth for the whole race. It's definitely one to look for.
Hard to know where to look. We've got Rightsole and Lockie are battling it out too, just at the back there, but this is the lead of the race.
And Taipan's even catching up to these guys, as these guys have been squabbling going side by side through a few of the
Lloyd
corners.
again.
Here goes Lloyd
He's
down
got
the
the
inside
inside.
into the hairpin. Can he
He's got
hold
the
it there?
line.
Can Simo hold it around the outside? I think there might have been a bit of contact there.
Oh,
They're still
he's still
side
there.
by
Still there.
side. Oh, Lloyd just gets out in front,
Good racing.
sending another change of the lead. But here comes Simo once again. Can he dart it down the inside? No, Lloyd defends. And Lloyd will hang on for a couple more corners.
Alright, this is the corner here. Just got to lift off the throttle a bit, let the car settle before you get back on. Oh, there we go. In the dirt again, and Simo again up the inside.
Yeah,
Gives
down
leaves him
inside.
room.
He's still there.
Still got the
No, you got a
inside.
poor exit. Still got a poor exit. Maybe a slowdown even. Lloyd gets out.
Just a tighter line.
He's got the 7/10 gap now. So yeah, I reckon Simo got a slowdown penalty at that right hand.
Yeah, cut the corner.
Yeah. But Taipan's not out of it yet.
Good.
He's just hanging in there, and if these guys come up into any more trouble, Taipan's right there to take first place. To the hairpin we go. And is this the
It's looking
breathing
good
room?
now.
Is this the breathing room that
Yeah.
Lloyd needs to pull away?
I think so. You just need that gap. Now he'll be able to settle down. I've said that twice, and he's gone off twice. Third time's a charm.
Looked a little wide through that corner.
He did. He's just got to settle down, not push too hard, stay within his limits. That's a better exit there. Nicely through there. Both cars nice, and Taipan as well.
Yeah.
Alright. Might just go back. Let's check in on White Sara and Lockie there, battling it out here.
Yeah, they are duking it out. They're coming through.
We've already
the
seen
hair-
him swap places twice.
Yeah. Lockie made a mistake and he fell back almost fell behind Woody. But he's been able to claw his way back up to the back of Right Sara.
Right, so he won't give an inch. He's a hard racer. Well, hits the curb there, unsettles the car, manages to hold on to it. Don't want to clip that curb on the inside of that fast right-hander.
Yeah, can spit you out wide.
This line. The power early.
We're going to start a
That's
lap
going
ahead
all
now.
right.
We've got 15 minutes left in this first session. Or first round rather. We've had already some great racing already, and hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Oh, that's
who's
Simo
that?
Racing.
Simo's gone off.
Oh,
What have we had here? Pushed it too hard.
trying to catch up to
Manages to get
Lloyd.
it back on.
And
He's fallen into the grasp of Woody now.
yeah, I wonder if
So
he's
Lloyd's been
hit
let
a
off the
wall.
hook.
I reckon Simo
The
might have
car's
got.
looking pretty straight.
Yeah, I reckon he got lucky and was able to avoid the wall.
Be a shame. Hard to come back in. It takes a bit to adjust to project cars too if you've been racing something else. So everything will be a bit unfamiliar. Track limits especially, like we said, you're probably going to slow down earlier on. Settling in. And it's that rhythm. Once again, you get a rhythm going, you upset it, and it puts you out for quite a few corners. Right, so let's get back to these two.
Yeah, well now this
Still
battle's
hard
for
at it.
third. So now the stakes
The
are higher.
third.
With a podium place on
Lockie
the
will be
line.
keen.
Lockie's thrown away his fair share of podiums in the past, and he won't want to throw one away today. He's right behind Right Sara. Can he force Right Sara
Yep.
into a mistake?
He's just got to be patient. He's just got to be patient. Put the pressure on. Get close. Don't try anything fancy. And then, from my experience with Right Sara and Bathurst, I've followed him around for quite a few laps. He made one mistake. got past him, and then I made a mistake, he got me back, and then couldn't do anything about it from then on. So just got to keep the pressure on.
Lockie might be the only car without his headlights on. So he's trying to sneak up onto the back right side.
That's it, catch him unawares. Get really close, flash him on, blind him. Especially going into the hairpin.
Yeah.
Let him miss his braking point.
Yeah, Lloyd.
Lloyd's just driving away.
Yeah. Now since Simo made that mistake, he's pulled out to a 4-second lead over Taipan. And Taipan's been doing a solid job. Consistently the second fastest car on the track at the moment. Fortunately, he hasn't got the legs to keep up with Lloyd, but that might change at round 2 when we head to the Red Bull run.
Let's pull up the speedo. So what have we got running here? So he's got heavy on fuel, I think.
Yeah, that's a
litres.
lot of fuel. That could be a massive
Got Lloyd on.
mistake.
He's on 29. Right, so he's on 30.
Maybe it's not.
And we've got Lockie's.
Oh.
Lockie's on 20. So Lockie, he's a technical guy when it comes to setup. So he's probably right on the limit with his fuel.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Just
Simo 25,
yeah,
Woody 22, Dado 17. I think he burned a lot of it up doing donuts in the first lap.
Yeah.
So
well, I wonder if
he
he
might have to
short-filled
run it
himself
lean to
anyway,
the end.
and that's why his pace has been down. Maybe he's having to save fuel just to get to the end.
Yeah. These are the critical things when you finish qualifying. You've got that 2 minutes or a minute and a half to get you set up. Critical thing, fuel. As we've seen.
Still
Right, go back to the leader. How's the leader going?
Yeah, he's still cruising. He's on lap 11 now, with 11 minutes left in this race. I think only a major mistake will prevent Lloyd from taking out this first round win.
So they've got about 10 laps to go, I'd say.
Yeah, there's Taipan out in the background in the S's. So that just shows you the gaps between the cars. And look at that, Lockie's still right up the backside of Ratsoa.
He's got his lights on now.
Yep.
He's meaning business.
Getting pretty dark here at Sonoma now.
Maybe he just had to have them off just to get that fuel mileage. A bit more draw on the motor.
Down to the hairpin.
I've got to say, these cars look great, don't they?
Oh, they do.
These Toyota 86s. This red one especially. Liking this. The McDonald's colours.
The Momo colours of the yellows. Saw Momo be quite dominant in the touring car, the British Touring Car Championship that we ran earlier in the year. So.
Yep. So they know where to put their money, this sponsor.
Just running at the front, and today's no exception, running in 3rd place.
Simo.
Yeah.
No damage on his car, so he did escape out of that.
Yep. Second fastest
Spinning head
driver
at the
on
top
that
of the hill.
previous lap.
He'll be ruining a chance missed.
Yeah, it won't be
It's a long series, this one. Oh, sorry, it's a short series. Well, we got 6 races, I think, from memory.
I think it's 8 rounds spread over 4 weeks. No, 9 rounds, sorry.
8 rounds. Yeah, so sometimes it's good to just settle in. First race, you had the second. Just bide your time, get used to the car until the next race. Pick your tracks rather than try and win everything. Easy for me to say sitting here. Pull the helmet on. Get the red mist going and put the foot into it, of course. Different thing when you're out on the track and you think you show.
I've just been thinking, maybe Lockie won't be trying to pass Rotzow for third because we know that Rotzow has a time penalty in this race. I'm not sure how big the time
Yes,
penalty is.
true. Can I pull that up?
Yeah, go pull that up. It's a 1 second
Yeah.
time penalty.
1 second.
So, in fact, that's all Lockie has to do.
He's
Just
less
stay
than a
within a
second.
second to Rotzow, and he has third in the bank. So,
Good point. Good point.
and Lockie coming into this race would take that because he wasn't fancying his chances here at Sonoma. But just keeping it clean, and he could come out with a good result.
Yep, thinking smart. Thinking smart. Here we go. Here's Woody.
Yeah,
Had a terrible qualifying. Just taking it easy, settling in. Like you said, he's an experienced head. Clean driver. Just waiting for his chance at the next round.